Up until now, we've been talking about how individuals learn about culture and about how individuals interact with each other, something we call micro-sociology. But sociologists are also interested in how groups interact with each other. In this unit, we're going to look at the social group. A social group consists of two or more people who interact with one another and who share a common identity. The social group is divided into two different categories. The primary group is the group that you have a very close, intimate relationship with. These are the people you tend to learn about social norms, who teach you about culture, and who you teach about culture. The other kind of group is called the secondary group. These are people that you interact with, but you don't have a very intimate relationship with them. These are people who are in your class. These are people you work with. These are people that you participate in some kind of voluntary organization with. You know them, you're working together on some kind of goal, but you're not best friends, you're not family members. Sociologists also distinguish between in-groups and out-groups. The in-group is the group that you have an identity with. The out-group is the people who are not part of your in-group. This idea of in-group versus out-group is fascinating because we know that people who are part of an in-group will act differently towards people who are part of the out-group, and being part of an in-group will affect the way you behave. For example, you may be greatly influenced by the behavior of the people in your group. If they act one way, you may feel pressured to act the same way. In this unit, we're going to look at some studies, the Milgram study, the Stanford Prison Experiment, the Ash Experiment, so we can look at the effect of being on an in-group and how that can affect your behavior. But being in an out-group can affect your behavior as well, how you think about the people that you're not connected with. But also, not being in a group at all can affect your behavior. A great example of this is something called the bystander effect. We know that people who are in a group who watch some kind of serious event happen are less likely to respond to someone in need when there's a group of people around. It's the diffusion of responsibility. Everyone thinks someone else will do something. But we know that people who are not in a group, who witness some catastrophe or someone who's in need, tend to act very quickly. You don't stand around and wait for someone to act because you know you're the only one who's there. And so this bystander effect illustrates the effect of being in a group. All right, I think you're going to really enjoy this unit because you're going to see some fascinating videos of some experiments that have been done in the past that are very well known. I think you'll enjoy learning more about how groups affect how we behave and how groups interact with each other. Be sure to read the material that's available for you here and make use of the resources I provided for you. All right, good luck.